What's good, YouTube? It's YB, back at it again with another video. Super excited for today's video, but before we get started, I just want to thank you guys so much. All the likes, all the subscribes, all the comments from my last video, my very first video. Super excited making it. Can't wait to continue with more. Thank you guys so much for all the support. It really genuinely means a lot. Turn up the subscribe button. We're gonna go places. To get started with the topic of this video, guys, as you guys can read from the title, we're going to be talking about 5 big major things to do when you're starting out in your financial journey, to do as soon as you turn 18. You know, building wealth is a time game, and it's important to start at such a young age. That way your future self will be more equipped, more knowledgeable, and better off to make financial decisions. If you guys follow these 5 tips, these 5 things to do, I promise you your future self will thank you. He will be more than glad that you listened to YB, you know, this YouTube channel. And if your future self is not happy, I give you guys permission to come back and dislike the video. Please don't dislike the video. So the first thing on this list, which might be even the most important item on this list, is open your very first credit card. Now, credit cards are one of these things that in high school is kind of taught to be deja vu, kind of taught to be, you know, not useful or unnecessary, or looked at society as you need a credit card, you don't have money. No, this is not the case. Credit cards are essential. Credit is super essential, especially starting at such a young age. Is the focal point to having a good credit score and much greater benefits in the future. Credit is one of the most important tools in your financial journey, and it will help you out tremendously having a good score. You know, whether it be things like getting a better insurance rate, getting, you know, cheaper loans on your house or your mortgage, etc. Even applying for these great credit cards that will grant you so much rewards. We'll get into that another time. But these credit cards, this credit score is so valuable for your future. It's a shame that it isn't taught, you know, in school and in society in general. You know, this is something that should be brought up in so many conversations on how to prepare for your future. One thing that plays a big factor in your credit score is having, you know, credit length. The longer you have credit in general, the better off your score will be in the future. So it's really important to get started as soon as you possibly can to build that credit length for as long as you possibly can. A big issue that I ran into when I was first trying to open up my credit card was that these credit card companies or these banks wanted me to have credit so that I can open a credit card. It's kind of like that little weird thing where you need experience to get a job, but you're applying for a job to get experience. You know what I'm trying to say? These card companies, these banks want some sort of credit already for you to apply to a credit card, which sometimes can cause a lot of hassle, a lot of issues when you're trying to apply for a regular credit card. So one of the easiest ways to combat that is to just apply for something called a secured credit card. Essentially, what a secured credit card is you're giving your bank a small security deposit, hence the name secured credit card. You give them a small deposit of around $200 to $500, and that is going to be your credit limit moving forward. Now, with that credit limit being said, it's kind of like the bank is using your own money to secure their own money. They don't want to be liable for somebody that has zero credit, no credit at all, and they don't want to lose money. So they do this that way. If you're not responsible, if you don't take care of your credit, it's your money being lost, not theirs. I really love secured credit cards for starting out because you don't got to deal with the worry of not getting approved or not getting accepted, and it kind of takes the stress away from all of that. Now, the good news is the bank only holds that deposit of $200 to $500 for approximately 6 to 7 months. You're paying back your card on time, you know, you don't hold the high balance, they will give you your money back and they will then upgrade you to a regular credit card. One of my personal favorite credit cards is the Discover It secured card. The second thing that you need to do as soon as you turn 18 is open up an investment account or a retirement account, aka called the Roth IRA. What a Roth IRA is essentially is an individual retirement account, hence the IRA. The Roth part of that, meaning money that is already taxed. So the money that you put in this account is already taxed, which gives tremendous benefits for your future self and your retirement. This is one of the best retirement accounts for you because of the fact that the money in this account, the money that grows all from all the investments you make, all the profit you earn, is completely tax-free when you take it out. You are able to contribute up to $6,000 every single year if you're under the age of 50, But if you're over the age of 50, you're able to contribute up to $7K a year. Remember, all the gains and profit you make in this account is completely tax-free when you take it out in the future. This is incredible because, in case you guys don't know, a lot of these taxes on capital gains and investments can get pretty high. So this is a great way to preserve your wealth and to save as much money as possible. All of the capital gains and profit you make from this investment account can only be taken out at the age of 59 and a half. So if you're looking to make some investments and take out the profit, this is not the account for you at the moment. The good thing about this though is you can, however, take out the money that you put into the account. So for example, if you put in $100 and you profit $50 after a couple months from that investment you make, you're able to withdraw the $100 that you originally put back in, but the $50 that made profit, the $50 that you earned, stays in that account and can only be taken out at 59 and a half. I know a lot of you guys might be saying, why B? We're 18, 19. Why should I worry about my retirement? That's so far away. Why should we even care about that? Well, I'm gonna tell you guys why right now. See, if you guys were to invest $6,000 year after year until you're 59 and a half with an average rate of 7% return each and every year, at the end of your retirement, you will be left with a whopping $1.4 million. At 19 years old, at the same annual return of about 7%, you would only be receiving about $1.3 million at the end of your retirement. That's a whopping $100,000 difference between just saving $6,000 one year and the year before. Having this money at the end of your retirement at 59 and a half can really make such a big difference and put a lot of pressure off of your mind, where you're able to relax with your family, enjoy the rest of your years, and live life the way you want to. The third thing that I want you guys to start opening up is a regular brokerage account. Opening up a regular brokerage account not only can be extremely beneficial for your investments, but can also lead to great expertise and great knowledge gaining in your future. Opening up a regular brokerage account not only can be extremely beneficial for your investments, but can also lead to great expertise and great knowledge gaining in your future. Understanding exactly how the markets work and exactly how stocks go up and down is really key in making your investments to start off, especially when you're first getting started and you're not sure what to do, you're a little nervous on making your investments. It's really important that you open up this brokerage account and just take time, take some couple days, couple weeks to just really go through how the brokerage works, how stocks go up and down, see how the markets are reacting, see what stuff looks like on red days as opposed to green days. Get example of, look at your favorite companies, etc. Just really take into consideration of how all that stuff works, so that way in your future you'll be more equipped, more ready to make these investment decisions. Another great thing about opening up just a regular brokerage account, just for the simple fact of the news. A lot of these brokerage accounts, they give out news articles, they give out reports, notifications about certain topics regarding finance, regarding your favorite companies, and it's really great to see what's going on in the finance world for the first time in your life. Setting up these alerts have really been something I look forward to every single morning, getting the news about so-and-so company, getting news about what this company is doing, how they're planning on, bringing up profits or doing this and that, all the bad news. It's a lot more interesting than you guys think, and getting into this brokerage account, it's gonna really motivate you to not only see these kind of things, but to look for it and to look into certain aspects of certain companies that you would have never thought to look for before. Doing this has also motivated me to get inside the market and continue to invest, seeing the gains that these companies are making, seeing how exactly these companies work and whether or not they're projected upwards or projected downwards, has really incentivized me to just get in the market, man, and to just get started. And I strongly suggest this is something that you guys should do, not if you're only looking to just invest now, but if you know somewhere in the future you want to invest, why not get a brokerage account open right now so you can be more incentivized and maybe get it done quicker. The fourth thing, guys, is opening up a high yield savings account. Saving money should be on the top of every young 18, 19-year-old's mind, and getting started with saving your money is one of the greatest things for you in your future. We, especially as young people, gotta take advantage of the fact that we are in a low tax bracket. Therefore, the government is taking less money away from us, which means we have more money to save and invest with. So starting up in a savings account is extremely important. We all know saving is extremely important, but saving the correct way is what's most important. We can settle for these little Chase savings accounts or these regular big banks that we all know and love, their savings account, but we want to get most out of our money. We want to get the most value out of our money as possible. So something that I like to do is to look for these high yield savings accounts that offer high interest rates, as opposed to those little crappy interest rates that the big banks such as Chase or TD offer. One of my personal favorite savings accounts is an Ally Bank savings account, where they will be generating you income month after month just for holding your money in this account. Now, I do realize that a 0.6 interest rate isn't going to change your life whatsoever, but just having your money in an account that is slowly growing somewhat and keeping up with inflation just a slight bit is much better than having it in an account doing nothing. But no need to fear, that 0.6% interest rate will constantly be going up, as opposed to how it was constantly going down during COVID. Once things starts going back together, it will go right back up to its normal interest rate at around 1%. And guys, last but certainly not least, let's get a drum roll please. Start self-educating yourself. I guess since you're already kind of watching this video, you're already getting to that step, or you're already in that process, because not many people would just click on this type of YouTube channel just for entertainment, right? Our mindsets are so infatuated with school and that being our only source of education that we don't even learn about real things. Like, think about how many things that I talked about today that school has even taught us ever. I'll wait. See, things of the stuff I've talked about today are just little things that the rich do and the wealthy do, but these are never taught to us in school. But you want to know why the rich are rich? It's because they know how to self-educate themselves. They understand how to work the system. They understand how to get where they want to get. And it's up to us to take the time out of our days to sit down, watch a YouTube video, read an article, read a book, and learn about different things, different ways to benefit our futures and improve our financial life. I understand that watching YouTube educational videos and reading books isn't the most fun thing in the world. But you know what else isn't the most fun thing in the world? Working till you're 70, 80 years old. That's not fun, guys. I think that's a little bit worse. Further your mind and push yourself along the path of life. You know, nobody's gonna teach us credit scores. Nobody's gonna show us how to do this and do that. It's up to us now that we're now adults to move forward with our lives and to make sure that we continue growing each and every day. I just want to thank everybody who made it to the end of the video. I know this is a bit long, but I thought everything on this video was extremely necessary to sit and explain a little bit more. I know for a fact that I'm going to be making separate videos to explain each and every topic further. I know I gave just a little bit of brief little floosh, just so you guys can kind of get a little bit of what are the things I was talking about. But I promise to make further videos just so I can get every little detail explained, and that way you guys are better off knowing. I'm also going to be leaving links down in the description, guys. That way you guys can sign up for everything that I talked about. Carefree, don't have to go search the internet for everything. It's nice, easy, and a nice package down below. So again, thank you guys for watching the full video. I hope you guys learned something at the end of it, and I hope to see you guys again for the next one. Bye.